Hi everyone, and welcome back to another vlog. So, as you can probably tell from the title of today's video, today we are doing a groom tack up and ride with me, kind of from my point of view. I'm using my camera that allows you guys to see kind of what I'm seeing, which is really cool. But anyway, if you guys didn't know, or if you're new, I am an equestrian with a pony and a horse on my property. So today we are going to be riding my pony Twitch, who is my little gelding. I have no idea what breed he is, but I am taking him out to a park that is near my house today in our trailer. It is super close, which is really nice, and please excuse that his stable is not clean. We were going first thing in the morning this morning. So anyway, he has had his breakfast, obviously. I don't think I could ever take him out without feeding him breakfast. I think he would be very angry at me. But then anyway, it was time to groom him off. He was pretty clean this morning, but here I am just brushing his face, and as you guys have seen, I brush his body and everything. So then it is time to tack him up. Like I said, this park is super close to our house, so I do put on his saddle, and then obviously his girth is very loose, so it's comfortable for him. And then obviously I put his bridle on once we're there, because that would not be very safe to have his bridle on in the trailer. So here I am just doing up the girth enough so it won't slide around, but it obviously does not need to be tight at the moment. So here I am just doing that, and today I'm going for this beautiful purple saddle pad, which is one of my favorite colors on him. He can share saddle pads with my other horse Journey, but this one is actually in a smaller size and it does fit him better, so I try to use these. But he can wear the bigger ones also. So anyway, it is now time to load him up into our little trailer. So he is so good with loading. I love this pony. He does such a good job every single time. So yeah, I just load him in and then clip him onto this little clip in the front, just so obviously he can't go anywhere anyway, but this is just to make sure that he doesn't try to turn around or wiggle around, because he is pretty small and he probably could if he really wanted to. But anyway, you guys probably didn't even notice, but this was a clip from when we actually had arrived. I didn't film it all in between, so we are now at the park that we're riding at. So here I am just putting on his bridle in the trailer, which I actually haven't really done that much before, so he's confused. He's kind of like, oh, are we getting out now? But obviously the ramp is still closed, because I wanted to put his bridle on in the trailer just because there was a lot going on around us on this particular day. So here I am just doing that, taking off his halter, and the boy was excited today, which I was really glad about. We haven't gone out much this year yet because the weather has been so bad, so he was ready to go. So here I am putting on his bridle, making sure that everything is fastened correctly, nothing's too tight, everything is fitting just as it should. And anyway, then it is time to get him out. So here I am asking him to back up, and as you can see, he is such a good boy. He backs out very slowly. So here is the park we were at. So we're currently in the parking lot. I'm double checking to make sure that everything is fitting him correctly, and then it is time to go. So anyway, I decided to take this little trail that we had today. This is the one that I usually take. It takes me around a loop that eventually brings us back to the parking lot, which is super convenient, just because it means I don't have to ever really turn around, which is really nice. But yeah, Twitch has become such a good little trail pony. Don't get me wrong, he does sometimes spook at things, but overall he has gone so confident as we've gone out more and more, and today was just a beautiful day to go out. So anyway, we ended up on this little paved part, which he was very good for, and as you can see, his adorable little shadow on the left of the screen, he is so cute. He has the cutest little gaits. He is basically the TV version pony of just being adorable, having very short little gaits and having a big fluffy mane, which I actually am trying to decide if I should cut or not. But anyway, here we are back on the dirt, and Twitch hates getting his feet wet, or he will go in, but he tries to avoid it at all costs. So here I wasn't doing anything. He was just veering around the puddles that were here because it had rained previously, which I think is just adorable that he does that. So anyway, then it was time to start going. I like to wait until the ground is good and we're on softer ground to make sure that his hooves are all good and everything, and that he's comfortable. But here he was going pretty speedy, and I have to be careful that he does not get too fast, because if he does get spooked, it is very easy to fall off of him. He does like the little side dips, which just, you go flying then. So anyway, as you can see, he is very excited today, and his mane is just going everywhere, but he is having such a good time, which is my biggest importance about bringing him out, is that he has a good time. Obviously, Fitness is really good too, but it's really important to me that he enjoys it, he gets to go out and have fun, and yeah, that's exactly what we were doing today. So, and then as we got a little bit further along, there's this little grassy hill I like to canter him up, and this pony is so cool to canter. He is like a little rocket. So anyway, I do keep a short rein, but I'm not pulling on his mouth at all. It's still very loose. It's just prepared to be short in case he gets a little bit out of control. So here we were just zooming up this hill, which he had a blast with. And the ground was surprisingly really good today. It's been really iffy. We've had such a cold spring, and so it's either been too hard or it's been raining and it's been too wet to canter. But anyway, it was great today. So we went up that hill and then we went up this little second hill, and hill work is so good for your horse. It's so good for their hind end and to get them engaging their whole body, and it's just good for their cardio health. So we are doing that, and then I brought him back down to trot for this little path, just because it is a little bit rockier, and you also never know if there are people going to be biking or walking with their dogs, and which is very good with dogs, but you just never know. And obviously, whenever I see someone, I do go down to a walk just to be safe. After our ride, we headed back to the trailer because it was time to bring this boy home. So of course he gets hugs and pats, and then I hopped off him, put up my stirrups, of course, loosened the girth also, just because there's no reason for it to be more snug now because he has to ride back in the trailer. And that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed kind of riding along with me and seeing what I'm seeing, and I will see you in a future video. Bye!